Okay, everybody, it's the Rogue, the Itinerant, the Todd. I don't know, I can't think of enough names. So here we are, giving it a shot here. Version 3, Flames of War. Why am I doing this? Well, I don't know. It's just a rule set I've obviously heard about. I remember going to a store, gosh, man, 2006. I wasn't even into minis yet. And I went to a game store here. It's way out of business a long time ago. It might have been version 2 at the time. I don't even know. Probably was. And I saw it and was fascinated by it. And he had a table set up and he played a little demo for me. And I thought it was cool, but it was minis and I wasn't going to get into that ever in my life, of course. And never say never. But here I am in minis. And Anyway, so it's just been around my conscience, but I've always avoided it. I mean, really, because I'm like, it's a tournament game. They change it. It updates all the time. Every few years. And it just didn't seem. And there's just some things about it. The ranges seem a little weird, and like the tank parking lot thing, and blah 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 blah, all that stuff. So, but one thing I did like about them was the way they kind of basically spoon fed you some of the stuff with the books. The platoons and the structures were fairly close to historical, relatively speaking. Um, the stands, they just told you how to paint them, how to put them together. It was all one shot thing. Great if you're not into it, or if you've never done miniatures, it's perfect for that, right? So I don't know. So anyway, always it was there and stuff. But then I've seen what House of Hingis is doing with some of the stuff, and so I found a lot of version 2, 3 stuff, version 3 rules, but some other, 2 and 3 history books, intelligence briefings um, uh, that just were cool. And so I bought it for like, I don't know, did I get it for 50? Was it 20 pounds? Or, I mean, it was a lot of weight. I don't remember what it was. This box with all these books. And so it just been fun looking at them and stuff. But I think you might as well give it a shot. And I was on a live chat with Curtis. I don't know if I was live or just talking with him. And I was looking at the version 4 stuff. And so I just did a little tank battle because I bought an El Alamein tank set at one point a couple of years ago when I was visiting my mom and stuff. So I went to a hobby shop and picked it up just to, again, I love starter kits. Another thing I love about, I don't know what it is about them. I love just starter sets. I just love the concept of a way to just get you into the game, any game. But so I bought the El Alamein and finally put it together like a few months ago. And so I played the little tank battle that it came with after I painted them, and it was good. And now it's version 4, and I have all this version 3 stuff. I almost bought a bunch of version 4 stuff, and I thought, wait a minute, I got all this version 3 stuff. So so I need to not buy more 4 stuff. Then Curtis sent me some 4 stuff. This is a lot of lead up. Gun barrel. What? Finally. Version 3, though, gun barrel. Now I'm starting to speak your language. You and British Legion. Finally. Well, good. I don't know how well you know the rules, but pipe in, gun barrel. Let me know. Oh, by the way, gun barrel, you still owe me $2, but I was telling my son, he said, oh, who is that commented on your video? And I said, oh, it's my arch nemesis on YouTube. I said, he owes me $2. I said, well, wait, maybe I owe him $2. I don't remember who owes who $2 now, but it's Canadian, so it's not that much. Anywho, so I'm just justifying why I'm playing this gun barrel. So anyway, so Curtis was on, and I enjoyed version 4. And then as I've kind of gone here for a few more, playing some other games, I've come to realize I really love bolt action. And gun barrel, slow down in the comments, bro. Never played version 4. Oh, well, I'm playing, this is all version 3, so you can help me out, man. You pay me $2 to help. All right. Okay, fine. Give me your Venmo or PayPal. I'll send you $2. I can't right now. I'm on furlough. Money's tight, bro. I need your money. Send me that Canadian hard cash. Anywho, what am I saying? So playing the the Blitzkrieg Commander and Battle Group and Bolt Action and stuff, and except for my last game, but I think it was because of the scenario, I really like playing Bolt Action, and so I'm starting to think maybe I just like the simpler games in miniatures. And I'll go for the complex in my board games like ASL and other stuff. Okay, I'll send you 120 pennies. All right, so here we go. Now this is just these. Okay, so when I bought these, so then I also bought some armies, and they were based for Flames of War. My goal was to pop them off the bases and double them up like I do 2x2. And now I've kind of come to the point of, you know what? I don't care. I don't care anymore, man. And one, I couldn't get them popped off. They won't come off the bases, which is cool, I guess, but not if I was planning on doing that. So now I'm like, okay. And they were just primed. Let me just tell you. Anyway, and so I bought some British, American, and German. You're not going to be able to see this, and frankly, I'm a little embarrassed, but this may have been one of the worst couple of purchases that I made. The Germans are painted, but man, they are not good. And a lot of them are broken at the ankles. Let us know who's watching. Gun barrels up there. Who else has got? Who else do I have? And then this American lot, a lot of the guns are busted. A lot of the tanks are just jank. So the Americans were, so I bought 2 American lots. So I can't say it was all bad. One American lot I bought were not bad. And I've done some touch up with the bases and some touch up on I could still do touch up on the uniforms. But these bases, I knew they were primed. And they are not even primed all the way. But most of the Garand rifles are cut off they broke off. It's a very hard plastic. And so now they've all got these, they all look like they have submachine guns. And the tanks were really poorly built. So this is one of those purchases like, wow. I mean, I got a lot of stuff. It's going to take a lot of work. So I need to paint them, flock them. I'm fixing the tanks now. There's going to be some I can't even fix. They are the Sherman tanks that were really tough to build. I'm a lot of preamble here because I'm kind of a little nervous getting into this because I don't really know the rules that well. So basically, I'm using the Open Fire. These all came from the Open Fire box set. There's a couple extras that I'm using. The reason I like V3 over V4, one thing I like about it is there's command, and you don't have to be within 6 inches. So in V4, everything has to be within 6 inches of your commander. So here's your rate. This is it. This is 6 inches right here. So they have to be within there or that close. So basically, I mean, it's a 12-inch, circle. So that's not bad. I mean, you could, put you guys over here, put these guys up here. So you can be spread out. I mean, I guess I need to think through that a little bit. I mean, you're not going to spread them out that much anyway. You're going to keep the squads together. I don't think you really want to split up your teams too much anyway. So, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be bad. So now that I'm thinking it through. But in version 3, and I don't know about 2, I'm thinking about buying a version 2 rule set. I saw a version 1 rule set for sale for a pretty cheap price, actually, $6 or something. That'd be interesting to see what version 1 was, but no one I know I ever see plays that. So, but in version this, you can go 6-foot chains or 6-inch chains. You can be here, here, and here, so you can really spread out quite far. And I would primarily play historical like scenarios. So anyway, so this is the Open Fire box set essentially with a bunch of mortars. It's airborne, trying to take. So it's going to get a little jiggy with it here. So they're coming on board. It's about a 5x4 table. I'm going to cross that field. There's some. They're dug in. I have to understand gone to ground and dug in and concealed. I think everyone here is concealed. So anyway, so they're over there. That's basically that's just 2. That's a super weak platoon. It's only 2 squads and the commander. And then over here we got 2 mortars. You can't see them. And then in the building there are, and this is a hill. I don't know if you can tell. In that building is 2 squads, and then that building is a squad. So that's 3 squads there. And then down here are 2 more squads. So two light platoons and then a full one. And then there's machine gun teams. There's a machine gun attached here and a machine gun attached there. I was trying to use the Open Fire rules to keep it super simple, but I just can't help myself, right? Like, so I did the attachments thing. So here we are. Basically, the Americans have to take this this road here. Whoa, that road and that chateau. These are Panzer Grenadiers, so they're, let's see, I gotta get the term out. They're competent veterans, and the Americans are fearless veterans. And I'll have to see what all that means here in just a moment. Looks like we have 3 people watching. Who's on? If you have any suggestions, any help, please spit it out. Yeah, open fire starter. And Gumber, I don't know if I was hustled. I mean, they told me. I don't think shipping did that. I don't know. Definitely buyer beware when you're buying. Like I said, I bought some Americans that were pretty good. I just had to touch them up a little bit. And I'm okay. I don't need super high level quality like what British and Curtis did for me. But it was a little disappointing. I mean, I'll have to touch up these Germans and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I was swindled. Breaking ankles, that's right. That open fire box set, though, I gotta tell you, that's a pretty good deal. I wish I would have picked one of those up anyway just to get some of these, but you got so many tanks, that's ridiculous. 2 is almost the same with command teams, I believe. I think you're right. Going to ground, you didn't shoot or move, +1 to hit modifier, concealed +1 to hit again. I try by NIB, to buy. I try to buy. What do you mean, gun barrel? Speak English, you Canadian. Uh-oh, someone already hung up on us. Hung up. Okay. I'm not really clear what the commanders do. And, but I'm glad they have them, but I'm not really clear what they do. Okay. And the open fire rules would be easier because they're a lot smaller. So, all right, well, let's get that playing here, boys and girls. I'll say they're just coming on the board here. My thought was, I think I wanted to rush this to get that. But then I'm exposed to that hill. I'm not going to really worry too much about the hill. I don't know if there's benefits to the hill. I'm just going to kind of go true line to sight. So this, I think, conceals up to 6 inches. It's crops. The orchards here are just 6 inches. I mean, they're a little over 6 inches. That's what she said. And, that's linear terrain over there across the line. This is nothing. This is the edge of the board. So pop on there. It ends here. And this is the orchard here. You can't see. I'm not really sure what you guys can see. Kind of want to give you a different view. So an orchard there. Americans coming on here. It seems like you can really see a lot of anything. The orchard, I should probably make that. So it's 6 inches. So really, I don't think you can technically see through that. I do need to get the terrain table out here. I should probably get my phone out to get the open fire box set. New in box, yeah. You noob. What scenario? Oh, I don't know, man. The open fire box set just comes with 2. And yeah, I couldn't decide, bro, if I wanted to do a scenario yet or just kind of practice getting the troops on. And then I'll do a little bit more thinking through the because I do want to try ambush and things like that, but I think more I kind of want to get the shooting down and the movement, and then I'll do actually one of the real scenarios. So orchards or vineyards are area and difficult going, and they are concealment. So they're area terrain, so 6 inches through. So basically you can't see past this orchard. And this orchard, so I assume area terrain, you can't see beyond it. I'm going to say this, these orchards, you can't see beyond it. I feel like if this were woods, but we'll go with that for now. I do want to use some of these special rules though. So Americans don't get the +1 for moving. Reroll misses in defensive fire. Not going to dismount machines. Platoon commanders may spot for artillery. So I don't have off-board. Oh, they don't do off-board artillery. So here's a couple of things I already discovered. Like the mortars have a range of 24 inches. That seems really silly to me, but I'm like, you know what? Again, if I want complex, I can pick a complex game. An 80 millimeter mortar should have range. So I was going to put them back here and like bombard the chateau and these guys here, but they can't. They're going to have to come up. They could come up into this terrain here and be concealed. No, they'd have to come like, see, like they have to come way the heck up here. Can they even get these guys? Not really, but they could go in the orchards. I'm going to assume they can shoot from orchards for now. Oh, well, I could go here because I'm saying you can't see past that. So I could set them up over here. I don't think any of those guns over there can reach me. So I should probably bring my mortars in up here and move them here. So, and then do I lay smoke? All right, well, let's just move the mortars on and see what happens here. So in gun barrel, you can pull your hair out if you have any. I don't know if you have any or not, but you can pull your hair out as I'm going here and everyone can be like, what the blank? So I got the German special rules, time on target. So if I put my mortars here, ooh, I'll have to get a commander so they can see. So a commander like over here. I mean, I guess if I'm using the rules, so let's see, what's my command range here? What's my distance they have to be to each other? Command distance, 6 inches. So I was having them come all on the road here so they can move 6. And then the movement, I believe, is 6 inches. Movement, 6 inches. So I think in version, I don't know what version it is. I thought I saw, okay, so anyway, so they can move 6 inches. I could move twice. All right, so I guess I'll move my mortars. You know what? I'm gonna, just to make things faster, I'm gonna move on this way. So they can all go up here. Now, to me, I don't mind having them bunched up together. Then their commander moves over here. So man, look, I can get all the way heck over here. So I can stay within cover of the. Oh man. You can pre-measure. So there's 4 mortars here. Okay, so I assume I can't fire the mortars. All right, so these mortars have the artillery special rule. So can the mortars fire if they've moved as artillery? I know they can, I believe they can fire, well, first of all, see if they are even in range. This is the whole thing that I'm a little confused. So basically, this is really not a platoon game. This is not a squad level base game or something. This is really a platoon level game, meaning, so you know, like I played Blitzkrieg Commander, and each stands a platoon. Pretty much, this group of, for example, I can actually lower this without turning. These squads are called a platoon because it's a really light platoon. They essentially do everything together and die and live and fight and die together. So you don't just target one team. You target a team, but then it's applied to everybody. It's a little like Command Decision in that way. Command Decision drove me crazy sometimes because like this squad way over here would take some hits and then the whole thing has to take a break and they all break at some time. I'm like, what the? Now, I assume there are like, anyway, I'm starting to learn, you know, who takes shots. I'm rambling here a lot. That's what this video is. I said it's a test. So, Gun Barrel, you're the only one brave enough to do this. Oh, it's right. I move all my teams. Stop. No tanks. No, I wanted to keep it simple. Let me go back here. Gumbarrel, I appreciate you chatting here. What scenario? Roll for it back in the rule book. Look in the back of you. Look in the back of your rule book. Where are your objectives? Here, again, I didn't put the thing down in this chateau that's over here. Chateau. You understand chateau. You're Canadian. So the chateau and this crossroads. I didn't even look at what you have to be like within 3 inches or something. I don't know, man. Oh, but thank you for stopping me there. And yeah, so I did the starting step. Yeah, I want to do ambushes. That sounds pretty cool. Reserves, all that stuff. Rally. So the movement step. So now we're doing the movement step. But let me see what you're saying. No tanks if you do a skill test for those hedgerows. Okay, yep. Yeah, they're just hedgerows. They're not bocage. So you still have to test, but no Joe. Yeah, so I'm moving all my teams. Stop, move, shoot, assault. Yep. Move all your teams, then shoot, then assault, then Germans move, then shoot. Oh. Then assault. On an iPad, keyboard, not the best. Yeah. Get a template. Get a template. Okay, hold on. Guess what? Let's see here. Yeah, I got a template all right. This came with one of the armies, so that's cool. It's got the little stand, the feet stand, but they're kind of jank. So like you can do that. So it's pretty cool. So I think this is the small one. Yeah, 2, 4, 6 inches. I think 6 inches. So they have one that's this size. I saw one on eBay for $40. Guess what? I'm not buying. So, and I don't know what version this is. I assume it's version 3. Devastating. So an 11-inch. No, 12-inch. So because that's 2 inches. Oh wow. Oh, okay. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Anyway, so I do have a template. All right, so let me move all the rest of the stuff here. So let me, before I read any more of gun barrels bull crap. So, and so I've attached machine guns. So what do command teams do? Just really there for rallying? That's my question. These are nothing. You mean something to me, but they're nothing. Okay, so I'm tempted just to move these guys twice and get them up to the hedge here. Go, they won't, because they won't be able to see anything, and that's exactly 12 inches. Who built this table? So we go up here like that. Maybe I shouldn't concentrate all my four. I was going to concentrate them all on this one side, but maybe I shouldn't do that. I mean, does it matter to get my... So 6 inches is pretty far. I mean, so they're... I might as well move up 12 inches and get them all. So, I mean, all right, so... You know, so I all this talk about, you know, oh, I can spread out my guys, and I've got them all over the place. I got them right next to each other. Marching like the Athenians. Okay. So I think I do want to keep one yet. So in my effort to change, I thought I'm going to try to break this stand. I couldn't even get them guys up once I broke the stands here. So I'm going to put my machine gun up front. So I could have, oh, I wouldn't be able to fire. All right, so they're out of line of sight. So now my question is what is the purpose of the commanders? So what can you guys see? You can even see what I was doing over there. So I moved these guys up here. They can't shoot anything. I'm gonna I guess I could shoot this way. Can teams shoot across? So here's I got these guys, or can only this guy shoot over there? I was more concerned, but I guess these guys can shoot here. I don't know. These guys moved up here. They're going for this weak platoon here. I think I'm going to keep my commanders over here. For that. So now I'm going to go take a look at what and if gun barrel is saying anything. Well, okay, gun barrel, they have the artillery rule. Oh, hey, what's up, Devin? Okay, Devin, I'm glad you're here. You got to bring some sanity here. You got gun barrel and Todd going at it. So get your mortars up to the hedgerows for concealment. Concealment. Yeah, okay. They get concealment if they're having to shoot through the other hedgerows, right? Right now, everyone, I mean, there's a ton of hedgerows there. So, be sure you need to range in, troll, command, got a support for the mortar. I got a commander. Zone of attack. Nice. Who's that? Zone of attack. I don't know if I've had you. The thing that made World War II different was radio communication, which lets commanders lead troops beyond line of sight, which the writers of Times War seem to forget. Yeah. And with your Germans spread them out 6 inches so they're not all under one template. Whoopsie doodles. Okay, so now it's time to fire. Well, so zone of attack. So you missed my beginning. I'm kind of trying this out because it's a game that's been around. Obviously, I hear about it all the time. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to give it a shot myself. Because I can use these stands for Blitzkrieg Commander, for bolt action, battle group, whatever. Chain of command. So I'm not too worried about them being based like for Flames of War. I just want to try them out, and I've really enjoyed bolt action, and it's a super simple rule set. And I think I want to find my complication in my board war games, which I played a few with Devin. Find my complication in this, and miniatures is more for, I guess, that kind of beer and pretzel feel of getting guys on the table and shooting it at this level. So anywho, so right now I have a question. So 16 inches is the range for the. So he could hit that guy. So if you're a part of the same team, does the team shoot? I mean, there's something about shooting. So it looks like only one stand could shoot at it. So these are only hedgerows. I mean, technically I can't see it because that hedgerow is humongous. So if you wanted to go by that, then they can't see him. We'll just keep it simple. Okay. So now we're at the shooting step. So the only platoon that I think can shoot, well, these guys, but they won't be shooting in this step. Hold on here. Right, this is going to be painful for everybody. I apologize. So I think what's going to happen here is I got to go through the artillery steps. I should probably get the book out for this. So here we go. Well, a zone of attack, that's another thing. You talk about command and radios and all that stuff, and a lot of people don't like command radius in games. Devin, were you telling me that one time? I don't remember who was telling me that, but a lot of people don't like it. I'm not speaking for Devin. I just trying to remember who I talked to. Because especially in modern, from World War II on, because it's like, you don't really need line of sight to them. But I think a lot of it is just about kind of keeping some sort of coherency, to simulate keeping troops together and having leadership nearby. So these are the company commanders. So they probably wouldn't be up here. They'd be more back here. But I don't know what they do. So this is the bad thing about me doing these live, is that I got to kind of stall out here a little bit a few times here. So everyone's veteran. Everyone's going to have 6-inch. So it's a 6-inch daisy chain. I don't have warriors right now, which is better cool. All right, so right now, I don't see any advantage to having the commanders there, except for they can spot. So the commanders can spot for stuff. So that's important. All right, so shooting, but we're going to go to artillery here because these mortars. So let's go to arty. I don't have special spotters or anything. I think I see some something happening there. Okay. Okay. To fire bombardment, an artillery team must either spin the whole turn stationary or unlimber in the movement step, provided the gun team remains where it started in the turn aside from rotating. Well, I guess my question would be then, artillery, what does that artillery rule mean? Artillery teams. All right, well, it sounds like I can't do it because they moved. So I think I'm screwed. I don't think I can do it since I moved. Okay, so let's see here. Yes, move, but you moved at the double, it looks like. I did not move the mortars at the double. I moved them purposely 6 inches so they could fire. Yes, they're fearless vets. All right, so you're saying I can do it. I'm going to go with gun barrel on this one. Who cares about the rule I'm reading? Probably because I'm reading them wrong. It was difficult to load and fire artillery piece and impossible to fire fast enough to maintain an effective bombardment. Only self-propelled guns can keep firing while under heavy fire. Are listed in the arsenals with a line-giving characteristic for firing bombardment. Some mortars and rocket launchers cannot fire directly at a target and therefore blah, blah, blah. Light mortar teams are infantry teams that cannot fire bombardments. Their characteristics are for normal shooting. Light mortar teams are infantry teams. Well, this is an 8-centimeter mortar. Is definitely not a light mortar. And it says it has the artillery special rule, so we're going with that. And I'm going to go with gun barrel saying I can fire. It sounds like I can't. But I'm probably reading the rule wrong because that happens. So what am I looking at here real quick? Artillery. And this is when, especially when I'm doing this live like this, I should just do it. Okay, so I'm just going to do it. Okay. So who can fire bombardment? We're going to worry about that one bombardment. So organizing firing is too time consuming. I was wondering if two of my tubes can fire smoke and 2 of my tubes can actually fire. I don't know anything about smoke, so maybe I'm not going to worry about that right now. The time required for a battery to coordinate bombardment forces to ignore all other targets. When a platoon fires an artillery bombardment, artillery teams cannot fire any other weapons. If they do not fire, they cannot shoot at all. Non-artillery teams cannot fire bombardments, so are free to conduct normal shooting. Ranging artillery. So select the aiming point. So we'll select the aiming point right here in the middle. So let me see, make sure I'm here. You can see me. So these mortars here are going to bombard here. The officers over here, the commanders here. In a spot form, you spot and note. So can you see it? You can see it. Spotting right in the middle. I'll put this old grass right there where I'm spotting. Well, if it has to be a team, then I'll just put it on this one. Ook. Rotate to fire. They're all there. Place a suitable marker with the enemy team. Okay, it's within range. Okay, more than 8 inches. Field of fire. Rotate to face. Firing over troops and terrain. Firing over buildings. Firing over woods. We're all good. Spotting teams. Don't need it. Spotting with company command teams. There's a +1 penalty. Okay. Do Americans have that? Or I thought there was a special rule that they reroll saves if artillery under command commanders have no. Okay. Yep. So no penalty for Americans. All right. So now I roll to range in on the target. Having selected the aiming point, a spotting team may make 3 attempts to range in an artillery platoon each turn. If any roll to range in is successful, the artillery platoon ranges in on the aiming point and can now fire the bombardment. Okay, so 3 dice. So I even have a fancy little 10. Well, just to give gun barrel. So here's an objective. And here's an objective. And this is a fancy one that came with my stuff. So I've got my little pen down markers, got my little Canadian dice tin, which is cool. So hey, Canadians. I'll keep this stuff over here. And this video has got to be one of the best wargaming videos ever made. So make a mess here. 3rd Canadian Division. So I'll pick up 3 dice here. All right, so Artie. I think I have 2 different. So roll to range in. So add 1. So, all right. Well, actually, this guy's not concealed. So even though he's not hitting all the things, I guess I'd want to go for him, wouldn't I? Gone to ground while concealed. Company command spotting. I don't have to do the company command spotting. Oh wait, he's not company command. It said no. He's the commander of those guys, so he's good. So he's not concealed, but is he gone to ground? It says gone to ground while concealed. He has not moved or shoot, so he has gone to ground, but he's not concealed, so it doesn't matter. All right, so here we go. Veteran. So, oh, the targets are veteran. So now I need a 4+. I'm rolling 3 dice. So I got 2 4s. Okay. Mortars reroll first failed attempt. Oh, shoot. Do I roll 1 dice at a time? All right, I'll just roll over. I'll just roll again. I think it says add 1 if the score of need is arranged in the 2nd attempt. All right, so here we go. 2. Mortars reroll first failed attempt. 5. So I got it on the 1st attempt. Oh, wow, fluff. All right, let's see here. What are you talking here? Oh my gosh, man, it's taking me forever to get this game started in here. Yep, I'm ranging in. Gonna be a 5. Why is it a 5? Because I show add 1 if the score is needed if it's concealed. They're not. This guy's not concealed. I don't know if I can show this. All right, maybe I can. Hold on. Let's get fancy here. If not shaky cam. So I'm aiming in on that guy. And the spotter is over here. So he's just looking straight from here to here. Nothing in the way. So if I aim on this guy, there's no concealment. He is commanding. He's the commander of it. So he's good there. It's not concealed. I don't have the penalty for company command spotting, and he's not gone to ground while concealed. These guys would be gone to ground while concealed because they're behind a wall, right? Concealed is behind the wall. He's not. So, thoughts, opinions? Okay, so ranged in. Get out that template. Looks like 3 teams. It's 4 teams, actually. All right, so now, yeah, I'm going to get the template out here, but let's look at roll to hit. 3 pluses. There's 4 tubes. I was saying that. Add 1 to the score needed if ranged on the second hit. Nope. Add 1 to the score if needed if only wet and 1 up and firing. A roll of 6 always hits. I think it's 3s, man. Let me roll and then I'll put the template down. So I got 2 6s and a 4. So I got 3 hits. So where's the template? Where'd I put the template, bro? So it's over the center. Oh, are you kidding me? I hit 2. That's all I can hit. Is it any portion of it or just, oh man, come on. So I assume you put it over the middle. Darn. So see, I should have put it over there. I would have got, is it any portion of it hit it? Because there I could have got all 4 if I had Storg. That's okay. Lesson learned. So I can only hit 2. Oh, wait. Weapons firing? Yeah, it's still 6 by 6. 3 to 5, 6 by 6, re-rolls, no re-rolls. Okay, so I don't get to re-roll anything. Doesn't matter. So there's 2 hits. So now I roll saves for teams that were hit. Greater than 16. Okay, so let me see that. I'm not seeing, I know that penalty is there for other guns, but is it there for mortars as well? And arty? It doesn't show me on this sheet here. I'm not seeing that penalty anywhere. I know what you're talking about for like rifles and stuff, but I can't fire over 16 anyway, but for tanks. I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to go with that for now, but I know what you're talking about. So I got 3 hits, but there's only, so do I just allocate it to 2 hits to the one team and 1 hit to that. Now they roll their saves. They're veterans. Roll saves this for shooting, except vehicles use top armor and no cover behind linear obstacles. So these guys aren't going to get cover for that, which makes sense. You get that in the... Okay, so now I'm rolling saves. So I go back over here to the fire. Infantry score needed is a 3+, so it's always 3+. Ah, 2 save. Oh wait, yeah. Now I'm going to do that again. So this guy rolls his 2. He saved, and this guy, he saved. So they saved all of them. I've got to be kidding me. But I think they're pinned by 1 hit. Well, okay, let me ask you. They were hit, but then they saved. So are they still pinned? Or does the hit have to go through? You know what I mean? Is it not saved? Appreciate your help, man, bro. Paul, all right, man. Oh, are you version 3, dude? I was using the small side, Paul P. Backus. Thanks for joining me, by the way. Good channels there. Gun Barrel, P. Backus, Original Grognard. So I got the German roll in the staves using the small. It looks huge. It is huge because it's me. It's the robe. I don't go any other way but huge. Oh, it's so yesterday. Come on, man. That's right. It's coming back. The robe's bringing it back. Only with the pensioners. Whoa, dude, easy there. Finally, after all these years, though, I'd never lived to see this day. All right, well, they saved them all. So now the question is, do they pin? Because they saved their hits. They all saved their hits, which stinks. Did all that work and they saved all the hits. So hold on. I'll tell you, unless you guys tell me, so bloop, bleep, blop, bloop. Allocate to teams. With shelter, if a platoon takes one or more hits from an artillery bombardment, it is automatically pinned down. Roll saves. Okay, so yeah, it comes before that save, so I'm going to do it. They're pinned down, boys. Well, they're going to get these little cardboard ones. I'll save the nice bailed out. You know, and I'm okay with it. People talk about the bailed out thing. Bailed out, bogged down, pinned down. I like the little sets and little tokens. I dig things like that. All right, so this platoon is pinned down, so that's everybody in this platoon. So I'm just going to put that up here. And I think that is it. I'll probably want to smoke too. I have to put on the rope for that. Oh no. Oh, I'm going to be all by myself. Well, I got a third person that jumped on, so let me know who it is. Hey, but I appreciate you guys coming on. Well, be back. I guess I'll have to try version 4. Curtis sent me his stuff, so I guess he's not going to play it ever, so I'll have to give that a shot, I guess. Okay, so they're good. So the next step is, and thanks a lot, guys, for watching. So Gun Barrel, watch him for painting videos. Pete Backus does painting and games, and Original Grognard does board games. Used to do minis a bajillion years ago, I think, before he was making videos, but he does board games and video games. Sports, but mainly war games. He's helping Lock and Load do stuff. Okay, next step. Starting step, movement step, shooting step, artillery, assault step. Not doing that. Air support, special rules. Okay, I think that's it. So next up is the German turn 1. Okay, so check company morale, check victory getting, deploy, air support, roll reserves, rally, pin down platoons, company command team, rally platoons, pass motivation test to rally, pin down platoon. Okay, well, here we go. So motivation test, they're confident 4+. 5, they're not pinned down anymore. Okay. Remount bailed out for a bogged down vehicle. Forever, and before I even played, people would always talk about bailed out. People don't jump out of their tanks that often. I was like, they're just pinned. It's just a way of saying well, it's not pinned, right? Because they can't even operate, so they're suppressed or something. It's just a different term. They're not moving. Whatever they're doing, they're not moving. You don't know if they're in the tank or out. Movement step. So do I want to move anything? I don't think I do. I'm not gonna. So I got some mortars up on the hill here. They can see there. I don't know if hills make any advantage for people in concealment terrain like crops. In some games, it extends the view in. I mean, I don't think it's just area terrain. So, and they kind of keep it generic as area terrain. I don't think. Hills block line of sight, concealing or hiding teams beyond them. Well, that makes sense, but do they help you? Does elevation help you see anything? Gullies, hills, rocky, low rises. What you see is what you get. Just seeing if they say anything about hills. Well, hills are area terrain, they block visibility and so. Oh, I kind of like hills as area terrain. So in Blitzkrieg Commander, they have this thing where you have to be on the front of the hill to be able to see in and out. And it's always like, well, what's the half of the hill? I do like that if it's just a certain distance in, it's area terrain. It's the same as area terrain. It's interesting. I might adopt that. See, learning stuff. Well, it's area terrain. I'm not seeing anything about building height or anything, so they can see them that they're in this terrain. I don't think they have the range on anybody anyway. Nope. Okay. If I design a game, they could see them. Well, they can't. Okay, so they can't see them. They can't see them. They're all good. They can't really do much. So the question is, do they want to do anything? I could attempt to dig these guys in, but I don't think they want to do that. I thought I was going to come over. I think my thought was to get them up here so they could see and fire. They're not going to be able to fire until these guys move into there. So I think that's what I was going to do. So that's going to be more than that. So they're going to move up to the hedge here. Uh-oh. Commander here. Move up there. So now they can't be seen. Well, they can. I guess they're definitely concealed now. So they're concealed. They're not going to the ground. They're concealed. I think dug in just gives them bulletproof cover. So I don't think I'm going to do anything else. What's the range of my machine guns? This is 24 inches as well. So it's a little weird to me, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. So they move more than 6, so they can't shoot. No one can shoot or hit anything. These guys can't see them. They're more than 6 inches, so it's all there. These guys might get assaulted this next turn. Well, we'll see about that. Ooh, that's bright. Let's see if I can turn that down a little bit. Oh, I turned it down, it got brighter. Okay, so now I'm playing this like romantic light. Who else on it? Zenzel? Who the heck are you? Zenzi. Hey, what's up? Hey, welcome to version 3. It's pretty cool. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot, Gun Barrel. Machine guns are range 16 HMG, so I must have HMGs. Zenzi, if you have any, advice or anything. Okay, so that's the end of a German turn. They moved up here. They can't fire. They're ready to defend these. Defend this hill here. All right. All right, so now it's the American turn 2. So it's movement step. So this one, I wish I could lay a pre-bombardment here. But the cool thing is I can't move within 2 inches, but I don't want to move within 6 inches because I assume I can hit my own guys. So I know I'm going to, so I can do that. They don't wander. So maybe I might want to move this commander over here. Okay, so I'm going to move my commander over here. So you can target these guys. They'll be concealed. Oh, wait. Can you see through that? No, I can't. Maybe pretty much all I can see is that guy there. I don't want to lose my commander. That would be kind of dumb, wouldn't it? Move over here. he's going to stay there. So you can see them. They'll be concealed though. These guys will move into here. So basically they're getting ready to assault. You have to stay 2 inches away, right? So I can move them super close, but I want to avoid the artillery a little bit. Can you move your second IC around to whoever you want? Like, can I put my second IC over here? Because this is the company commander, so why wouldn't I put my second IC over and command those guys? Let me know if I can do it. I'll move them over there just for grins. Okay, and these guys, I'm pretty much getting right into close assault right away. Feels like I'm not doing the right thing here. All right, let's see if I got any comments here before I move into these. That's all for moving. Again, I'm trying to just test out the things here. Just a second, Lindsay. They are warrior teams and operate independently, but only the one I see gives the motivation reroll. So what good does it do to put the 2 IC anywhere? Does he get to fire and shoot? Should I put the 2 IC over here with this straggling platoon over here? I mean, they've got their own platoon commander. I mean, let me know. I put him over there for now. Okay. Cindy, this is the, yes, this is a huge, yeah, isn't that great? 12? No, 9 or more. Yeah. Oh, 9 by 6. Oh, that's interesting. 14 or more, 12 by 12. Ooh, or 13. Actually, 9 to 13, 12 or more. Wait, that's interesting. 9 to 13, 12 by 6, or I don't understand that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't have that. You can't see it on here probably, but it's got the 6 by 6 here with lines on it and stuff, and a little center dot and that. And this is what came with some stuff I bought, so I can still use it. I just use this part here. It's got all the other stuff on here. And like I said earlier, I found a 6 by 6 I can buy for $40. And again, I said, guess what? I'm not buying. I'll stick with this. It's got the nice little, I could put it on the things, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So he's ranging in for these 4 mortars here. All right, so I've moved. So now it's firing time. So I think I want to fire, bombard these guys. I can only see him, so I'm only going to be able to cover a couple. You know, so let me look at the rules for that again. So I think I'm going to fire that artillery first. Lindsay, let me know. This is how I did it last time. I'm going to do it again this time. Well, actually, I don't need to. If it's completely wrong. I'm going to have to do a little reading on the commands. Okay, so the Americans don't take the penalty for, anyway, it's their commander calling it in. Although, oh, I guess I wouldn't have to do that, would I? Because this platoon commander can call it in and he can see all these guys. So I could position it here and get more of the guys. So he can do that. The Americans don't take the penalty. So it says under command, commanders have no +1 to range if spotting. An automatic rifles, no +1 to hit for moving or pinned down. Reroll misses in defensive. Okay. Dismounting machine. Okay, don't worry about that. Communications. Platoon commanders may spot for artillery. Woohoo! And they don't take the penalty. Observer can range in other batteries while calling all guns repeat. Ooh, what's all guns repeat? Don't know what that is. Okay. I'm kind of getting a little excited here. I'm kind of digging what I'm seeing. I'm kind of digging what I'm getting here. So Zinzi, talk to me. I don't think, if you've watched the video before, I don't remember you commenting. Let me know what you're playing. What do you do? Do you have a channel with videos? Let us know. You can't move and observe. They basically need to spend their whole turn stationary. Okay, so there was a little confusion on that. So that commander didn't move. The commander of the mortars didn't move. Oh, okay. You can't observe, but can you fire? Can the 8 centimeter or 80 millimeter mortars, those hand-packed mortars, can they fire, move, and then fire with a lower rate of fire? I thought they could. I wasn't clear. I did that last time. They pinned down, but nothing happened, so it's okay. There was no consequence. Here, they haven't moved, and the commander hasn't moved. He can only spot here then. So you're saying this guy can't spot. Cool. Let me write that down. I need to write these rules down that you guys are helping me out with. So, and I want to look them up just to verify and understand it. So, no spot if moved. Can man pack. I haven't read the errata either. Party, move, and fire. Okay. All right, so I'm going to roll 3 dice. They are concealed now, though, and they moved. So they're concealed. So it's going to be the veterans. So it's going to take a 5+ to hit. I don't roll them all at once. Don't make that mistake again. And I think I've got it all right. Okay, so here we go. First die. I get to roll. It's a mortar. If I miss on a 5+, I miss. So I'm going to try. Whoops. I'm going to try again. 2. So I missed. So I'm going to roll a second die. Missed that one. Third die. And missed them all. So the artillery, the mortars don't get to hit. I definitely want to get them where they can see. It would help a lot. I mean, 24 inches is still far. It's further than the machine gun. Well, oh shoot! Should I have moved? Well, I didn't move my machine gun. I forgot. I got a machine gun here in the building here, and you can see them now. All right, so the Americans now, they're going to fire. So here we go. They've moved. So this is my first infantry shooting. Select the shooting platoon. This one. Select the target platoon. This one. Who shoots at what? Who shoots at what? So I got a machine gun here. All right, so the American machine gun. It's got a rate of fire of 6, but that's going to be penalized because they moved. So it's going to be 2. So I'm just going to put 2 dice here next to them. Do the command teams get to fire? They've got submachine guns, so they're 4 inches. Oh, well, they're 4 inches. Does he get to fire? Check it out. Nope. These guys are all within 4, so all these guys get 1 because they move. So 1, 1, 1, 1. So if you're all a big version 4 player, I'll give version 4 a try since I had P. Bacchus on there. And he doesn't get to fire at all. He doesn't get to fire. Okay, so now I'm saying who I'm targeting. Well, 1, can these teams fire over their teams? Let me look that up. I mean, they're standing behind him. I guess I kind of figured they're all together. You can move and shoot at half rate of fire with artillery weapons, assuming you're attacking directly, but not when you do bombardment. Okay. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Well, nothing happened that last time. I didn't move this time, and it didn't matter. I didn't range it. Okay, so here's a question, Zinzi, which I really appreciate your help. Send these teams. Should probably get closer. We got all the action going on here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I can't really. Well, I can zoom in, but I didn't load that up. So we're gonna manual zoom in. Look at this high technology. I know they're not painted. I want to look like a typical Flames war game. Just kidding. Actually, most Flames war games are painted. Again, just got these guys. Well, anyway, no excuses. So I'll move the trees here, this orchard trees. So can these teams fire through their respective teams? And then we get to practice an assault, and we'll get to do that twice. So command shooting, looking into area terrain. Oh, I'm firing out of, well, I'm with, oh, is he going to get, yeah, he's going to get concealment firing out of that, isn't he? So do I get concealment for firing out of it and over a wall? Oh, boy. Oh, and they're going to have to take firepower test, right? Because they're shooting through a wall. Firepower through a hedge? I don't know. Okay. Check your line of sight, field of fire, intervening terrain. Oh, teams on high ground see more. A team on high ground may be able to see across terrain that would normally block its line of sight. The only way to check whether they have line of sight is to look from the menu. Oh, wow. Well, it's kind of hard to tell with crops. So we'll have to get to that. I don't think they can see them because they're 6 inches and the crops are there. Teams against optical see-through. Teams complete within area terrain that is taller than both the shooting team. Well, I guess that's a question. Are those crops? I'm going to say the crops are 5 to 6 feet tall. Okay. Shooting near friendly teams. Uh-oh. No shooting through friendly teams. A team may not shoot through a shoot. Okay. All right, so those guys don't get to shoot. Well, no wonder you want to put them all side by side like a phalanx then. Okay, so he can't shoot. So he did that. All right, so what does Zinzi got here? Also, the back of a tree don't be able to shoot yet. I know. Just learned that. Well, right, they're concealed and bulletproof cover, but is there also a penalty? All right, well, all right, we're ready to shoot. So let's look at this here real quick. So basically, he'll shoot him, you know, him. Is this how this works? I picked the ones I'm shooting at, right? I'll do 2 on them. I have to roll those separately. All right, so I've said who I'm shooting at, but does it really? Yeah, it does matter because these guys get bulletproof cover, and these, well, that guy does too. Does a hedge provide bulletproof cover? I need to make a color copy of that terrain chart. That would speed things up a little bit too. We're tempted to do that out now. Well, I like what I'm experiencing so far. I mean, I get the range issues and all that, but again, I have to remember why I'm trying this out. One, it's because it's been in the around forever, but also it's a simple beer and pretzels game. Simpler beer and pretzels game, a lot of little details. Hedges and walls, linear obstacle. Oh, okay, so no bulletproof cover. Okay, cool. All right, so now, sorry everybody, it's taking me a while. This is my first time shooting with troops. Ever. Zinzi's probably going, again, like Gumbo was doing, Zinzi's probably going, all right, come on, dude. It's not that hard. It's not, I know. Okay, select the shooting platoon, select the target platoons. Who shoots at what? Check what the target is valid. Check line of sight, check range, check field of fire. Rotate to face the target, check if the target is concealed. It is. Roll to hit. Okay, so score to hit. They're veterans, so it's 4+. They're concealed, so it's a 5. They're all 5+. They're not gone to. Well, okay. Here's a question. They're not gone to ground because they moved the last turn, right? So rate of fire 1 when moving. Okay. Concealment. Teams are concealed if at least half hidden by terrain. Gone to ground. Teams that don't move shooting in are also gone to ground. Okay. Hold a turret. Bunker movement. Okay. All right. So I guess these. Do I have to roll these? I don't know. Not quite clear if I have to roll them separate. So I'm looking for 5+. Okay, got a 6, a 5. No hits. No hits on that guy. And no hits on that guy. Ooh, dang. So 2 hits. Conceal, roll to hit. Allocate hits to target teams. Okay, well, let's see. So you kind of have to roll them separate. You can't roll them all at once. But I see them when people are playing, they roll them all at once. So I'm not clear what's going on there. I mean, would this guy take it? Because I need to see that order. That's another thing to make a copy of. The order of how people take hits, how hits are allocated. I'm surprised that's not on the. Oh, yeah, here it is. Only to valid targets, roll 5+ to pick out gun tanks. Allocate hits evenly. Priority targets first. Best firepower to priority. Others before gone to ground. Operational before bogged down or bailed out. Within 16 inches first. Unarmored before armored. Lowest armor first. Bunker but unprotected before in bulletproof cover. Best firepower to bulletproof cover. Okay, so let's see what Zinzi's tell me. All of each team's weapons are applied to the target platoon. Yes. Okay, I did that, so I'm cool there. Oh, I was firing at 1 platoon, but that's good to know. I need to remember that because, wait. Oh, yes, all team weapons. Yes. Okay, well, all right, so then let me ask you. So I got 2 hits here to allocate. They were the target teams. This guy didn't have any hits against him. Do I move one of these over to here? Because he does not have bulletproof cover. And then one of the bulletproof cover guys would get it. Is that what I do? It seems like it based on what, but then I'm not really clear. So maybe this is why you don't. Maybe this is why you don't have to allocate. Maybe this is why I could have rolled them all together. So anyway, so let me roll. So first I roll for bulletproof cover. Allocate hits targeting. Roll saves. Oh, first I roll saves. So I think I'm going to these 2. And the saves are 3+. Oh my gosh, they're both saved. The Americans' shooting is terrible. Terrible, I say. Okay, well, so nothing happened there. So now let's go over to this other side. Okay, so now this is interesting. Making things as hard on myself as I can. All right, well, so I would have moved them. Well, they won't be able to fire on anybody anyway because that'll be more than 6 inches. So it's okay that they're back there. So knowing that I need an inch, I would just do that. I guess he's right beside him. You can do that. Okay. Okay, so is this, well, actually they can't even see those guys. So they can't even see those. So those guys aren't even going to be impacted by this shooting. These guys can just see them. All right, so they are concealed, gone to ground, and dug in. So they're everything. So let's get the dice here. They moved. So rate of fire 1. One, two. Oh, I hear some beeping and bopping going on over there. And these two here. Okay. Well, I'll fire all these at him and these two would here. They're all going to be the same firing. It's all concealed, gun to ground. So select the shooting platoon, select the target platoons. Who shoots at what? Check with target. Everyone's got line of sight. Okay. Got the moving. So they're 4 pluses. They're not okay. They're concealed. So it's a 5 plus. Add 1 to score if needed, if concealed, gone to ground while concealed. Okay, is that a separate? Is that a separate, or is it just a 1? I think it's just 1 here. Infantry and manpack guns are concealed if they did not move. For each of the following, they're concealed and they're gone to ground. So it's sitting on 6s here. So now I can roll everybody. Because there's only 2 targets, so 6s. 1 hit. Now, who gets to allocate? I can allocate hits, right? So I'm going to, oh, that's the command team. I'll go over here. So I'm going to allocate to there. So that's the hit. So now, I'm going to see the score needed other. So it's a 3 plus. I got it. So they're good. So then if I hadn't got it, then I'd roll for bulletproof cover, which is a firepower test, which in this case is a 6, man. So, man, it is really hard to dig them out. All right, so that's all the shooting then. Oh, I didn't have my camera on that, everybody. I apologize. That all happened over there. So let's go back down here. Yes, you're targeting a platoon, not single teams. The defender is the one who allocates hits. Oh, okay. So the defender probably would, what would you do, Zinzi? Would you put it on your commander or your rifle machine gun team? I think I'd put it on my rifle machine. I'd put it on my commander, I think. Assault step. Man, we're just getting into it right here. Turn 2. Assault. Select assaulting platoon. We'll go with this. Test for tank terror. Charge into contact. So, I mean, I can't. It's a 4-inch move, isn't it? Assaulting teams within 8 inches of enemy move 4 inches into contact with enemy. Assaulting teams within 8 inches of enemy move 4 inches into contact with enemy. Oh man, can I even reach him? So I can't even reach those guys. These guys can be reached. All right, well, these guys will go here. Bloop, bloop. Okay, so I'm going to have to read that. Hold on, everybody. A little another pause here as we go to the assaulting step. They're not pinned down. They're not tank terror. Leaderless platoons cannot assault. Oh, okay. Well, that's one reason you wouldn't want to take your platoon. Okay. So I need to find out all the, I'm going to say, is there a list of all the things commanders do? No tank terror. Teams more than 8 inches from all defending teams are non-assaulting teams. Teams that shoot. Oh, wait a minute. Americans, no +1 to hit for moving or pinned down. Is this a version 2 thing? Because I saw no +1 to hit for moving. I think this might be a version 2 thing. What time is it? Midnight. Okay. You must be bedtime. Okay. So too far away, must shoot. Okay. Teams that shoot with more than half of the rate of fire in the shooting step are non-assaulting teams. Teams that shoot with more than half? Oh. Oh, wow. So, wow. Okay. So if I had sat still, I couldn't. Oh, well, so this guy can't charge. He shot him 1.5. He shot 2. Okay. Warrior teams must join before assault. In order to join the assaulting platoon as an assaulting team, a warrior team must join it before it charges into any warrior team that joins the assaulting platoon after it has charged into contact as a non-assaulting team. No, this guy was a part of it, so Deputy Biken. Does he have to touch him? So it must be within 8 inches. Well, these guys are definitely within 8, so. But they only move 4? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. So these guys aren't going to move up, right? Because they're non-assaulting. Move closest teams into contact. Okay, those closest to the enemy lead the way. Closely, they're the same distance, though. Up to 4 inches into base-to-base contact. Oh, well, crap, up to 4. So then these guys can't charge him. Move all remaining assaulting teams. These teams may move up to 4 inches. So this guy has to, so he can't reach him in 4. He was too far behind. He was back here. These guys barely reach him. I kind of misjudged the 4 inches here. So he can't even reach him. So he's there. Yeah, that's going to be bad for them. Move remaining teams. When all the teams of the assaulting... Oh, okay. So they can move into contact. When all the teams that can move into contact have, move all remaining assaulting teams that are within 8 inches of a defending team. Move these teams 4 inches toward either any team that has already been contacted by one of your teams or the nearest enemy team that has not been contacted by one of your teams. Okay. Can I move within 2 inches, or is that still a rule? Gun teams cannot charge into contact. Okay, so an HEM team cannot do. Teams more than 8 inches from the enemy cannot charge into contact. I don't understand that. I'm having a little trouble understanding that rule there. Teams more, you have to be within 8 inches. Teams that are within 8 inches of a defending team. Oh, so I don't get it. So I'm going to assume the 2 inch rule still applies. We'll go from there. So they'll move right to there. So they can't participate. I assume these guys can participate. We'll say there was an 8, so they move 4 inches. They move up here. Okay. I'm going to see if Zinzi's talking to me here. He's been very helpful. Oh, leader of the platoons can't move? You can't even move backwards? Okay, +1 to hit for moving. Oh, okay. Wow. I haven't run across that rule yet. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your help. Or ma'am. I don't know, whatever you are. I don't know what Zinzi is. Anyway, Zinzi, do you have a channel? Okay, so we got that. Charge who you shot at. Oh. Well, can you have 2 teams attack one guy? I'm charging into contact an assaulting team that shot in the shooting step must charge a team that was within. What? Okay, so I've done that. The team and kind of blah, blah. So this is now talking about linear obstacles, area terrain, charging a building. Okay, a team in contact with a linear obstacle, a rack within, or any other obstacle that physically prevents it from being placed close to the enemy team is deemed to be in contact. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're cool there. Tanks and terrain. Don't know about tanks yet. Abandoned positions. I do not know what that means. And man, there's a lot of pages on rules here. An enemy platoon that has teams within 8 inches of an assaulting team is a defending platoon. A platoon does not need to be in contact with the enemy to be a defending platoon. Determine which platoons are defending platoons. Enemy teams within 8 inches of non-assaulting teams are not being assaulted unless an assaulting team is also within 8 inches. Yep. Oh boy. After the assaulting team charges into contact, the defending player conducts defensive fire against the assaulting platoon. Only teams within 8 inches of the assaulting team can shoot in defensive fire. Yeah, wow, he gets to fire then. Wow, 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 wow. Defensive fire. Defensive fire uses the normal shooting procedures. Only assaulting teams are valid targets, so hits must be allocated to assaulting teams within 8 inches of a shooting team. Hits from okay, well, let's do defensive fire. Concealment, I don't have to worry about that. Assaulting through smoke, don't have to worry about that. Bulletproof cover, nope. Shooting over infantry, as with other shooting vehicles and gun teams, can shoot over infantry, but teams that, okay. Okay, well, let's fire the defending fire. This could be bad. This was not a pinned unit. Full rate of fire, even if moved, no rotating side field of fire. Tank save using side armor. Okay, so I think is firing the same. So, wow. Oh man, these guys are gonna get some serious hits here. So, rate of fire 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he also gets to fire 5, 6. Is there any modifiers or anything to that? Assaulting? I mean, gosh, they're in the open. I mean, does he get concealment at all? What's that say about concealment? Concealment from defenders. Defenders conduct on the assaulting units where they are after charging into contact, so they only benefit from concealment that they occupy at that point. In most cases, this means that the assaulting team will be in the open and unprotected. However, an assault in a wood or through a smoke screen would count as concealed, for instance. Okay, well, so they're veterans, and they are, well, they're not concealed. These guys are concealed. So all these guys are concealed. So they'll take the first hits. So the only ones that aren't concealed are those. So I'm hitting on 4 pluses. Is there anything else? 4 pluses. Defensive fire. Whoa, 4 1s, 4 and 2 5s. All right, so I would allocate the hits. Him. Well, hold on. Hold on. Do I need to roll these separate because they're firing on these? So I got 2 5s and a 4. So they're veterans. So they're hit on 4 pluses. So I assume this guy takes a hit, this guy takes a hit because they're both in concealment. But one of these concealed guys does take a hit, I assume. Can it be any of them? Or is it closest? It's probably closest, so I just go with this one. And so now they roll saves of 3 pluses. Or they get saves and assaults. Defensive fire. So I didn't get 5 hits, so that's good. Normal shooting procedure. Okay. So I'm going to say so 3 pluses. Oh, well, I was that one and this one was this one, so he's gone. Boop. So he doesn't save. He's not in bulletproof cover, so I've lost a team. Now I assault. They're veterans. I hit on 3 pluses. Wait. Roll 1 skill test to hit with each assaulting team within 2 inches of a visible defending team. Oh man. Okay. Roll to hit with all the tank, infantry, and gun teams that are in within 2 inches of a defending team that is in their line of sight. Okay, well, hold on there. Allocating hits. Only valid targets. Roll 5 plus 3. Allocate hits evenly. Priority targets first. Best firepower to priority. Does it have to be closest? Because if not, I would choose this guy to come out. Because I'm not even over there, for crying out loud. Jay, so sorry, everybody. Holy cow, that was a long time way over there without you guys watching. It's the kind of professionalism you get here at the itinerant hobbyist of Rome. Molly for advantage. Hey, what's up, man? Oh my gosh, I know, man. Zinzi, this is the kind of professionalism you get here. Well, I think it's live. I'm over here doing this. Yay, Lenny. But you can hear me. You guys stuck with me. Modeling for advantage. I'm trying out Flames of War just to see what's up with it. And I got to tell you, I'm liking it. I am using the open fire box set Americans that I got from somebody, none painted, so I haven't painted them yet. But they're already assembled and primed, so now I got to work on that. But anyway, I thought of you as I was thinking of trying to do some of these starter sets. It's version 3, because I thought I liked that better because of the command stuff, but I'll try 4 too, because I'll just do it. I could probably do like you did, because I got that El Alamein set, which I use, and then I could add this infantry to it. Okay. Okay, so the question I had is, so what happened over here was we got 3 hits. I allocated them here and here because they are in the open. They weren't concealed. So then my next one was like, well, oh, within 2 inches? No, not within 2 inches. So I have to take this guy. Never mind. I'm still going to take that guy out. I'm just going to move him back here because this one's broken here. So originally I said I want to take him out because I didn't realize he can still fire. This guy still gets to contribute to the assault. I didn't realize that. Okay. Roll to hit with all the teams. Assaulting teams can fight through any friendly team and do not need to have a target within their field of fire to be able to roll to hit. Assaulting gun teams will not be within 2 inches of the enemy during the score needed to hit. So basically it's this command team and him. So it's my 2 IC and this guy and this guy. And can he fire? I mean, it's close. I can't touch the base. I can touch the, so I'll say he can do it too, because he's within the. Each team fighting in the assault roll a skill test to hit the enemy. There are no modifiers. So this is interesting. So it's a 3+. Wow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter how many guns you have, what kind of guns you have, or anything. I'm just rolling 3. I'm rolling 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this one is on that one. So that's a 3. And these are all on that one stand. That's 4 hits. Well, it's 4 hits on that guy, but he's in cover. So what happens there? Man, this is fascinating. The player receiving the hit allocates each hit to any of their teams within 2 inches and in line of sight of the team that caused the hit. Well, it's only these guys, so they have to take all 4. Okay. So we're going. Okay, so man, this is fat. I mean, this is a long process here. It's probably not hard once you get it. So do I roll saves? There are no saves for infantry or teams hit in an assault. These teams are destroyed and removed from. Okay. What benefit is there to being in cover? Bulletproof cover is of no value when things. Okay. Okay, I see some tips to making it faster. Well, wow. Okay, so the command team's out and this guy's out. Now what happens? Holy mackerel. Okay, I'm going to go check if Zinzi's over there helping out, modeling for advantage. Modeling for advantage when playing V4. I think all the Grognards still play V3. It is apparently more complex. Assault attacks can only be made while they are within 2 inches of an enemy. Yeah, well, these guys are. So all these guys are within 2 inches of an enemy. These guys are touching 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. 2 inches there, and these are all 2 inches up here. So I think I did that right. So modeling for advantage, I'll tell you, I said this at the beginning of the video, but no one's going to watch all this. So then push into enemy positions. An assaulting team that was in contact with an enemy can cross a linear obstacle through an opening in a building. If there is an insufficient space, they may shunt the teams in the building aside to make space. Has the assaulting platoon won? Well, okay, so they can move into this cover. They can go here. Now, who gets to move into? Everybody? That was in contact gets to move. So these guys don't get to move. Destroys the defending team across from it. Okay, hold on. The assaulting infantry team destroys the defending team on the other side of the opening and immediately pushes through the opening to occupy the destroyed team's position. So they're moving within 2 inches. That's interesting. So this guy couldn't move in. There's only room for one guy. So, okay. Can this guy move up here? I don't know. Guess not. Okay. You have won the assault if, after all the hits have been allocated, saves made, and any teams saves. No. And any teams pushing into enemy position have done so, you have no enemy teams within 4 inches of any assaulting teams. They're right within 4 inches. If you have the only enemy teams within 4 inches of any assaulting team are bailed out or bogged down. Once you have won, you must consolidate your position. Please see page 167. If you have not won, your opponent will test their motivation to counterattack, and the fighting continues back and forth until one. Okay. All right. Well, all right, man. So, opponent test motivation. If you have not won the assault, the defending player rolls a single die. They compare the score on this die with the motivation rating of each defending platoon. All right. Well, it's veteran, so it's a 4. Nope. There's a lot here. Holy crap. Opponent makes a motivation test. The motivation test for is their confidence, so it's a 4+. When, if no assaulting teams left fighting within 4 inches. Well, here's something. Hold on here. When, if no assaulted teams left fighting. All right, well, let's see what I get on my test here. So I got a 4, so I saved. The thing is, I didn't get to consolidate. Why did I not consolidate? Or well, I'm going to put them in there. I don't know why I didn't think I could do that. Now are they within 4 inches? They are not. So they're not within 4 inches. When, if no assaulted teams left fighting within 4 inches? Okay, I'm a little confused here. You have won the assault if, after all hits have been allocated, saves made, and any teams pushing in enemy position have done so, you have no enemy teams. Okay, so that's no enemy teams within 4 inches, and I do not. The only enemy teams within 4 inches of any assaulting team are bailed out of. Okay. If you have not won, your opponent will test their. So I have won. I have won that attack. If you have not won the assault, so it's kind of weird. I got this one single team. Breaking off. Man, there's a lot here. Holy crap, dude. Teams that break off move up. Okay, so this platoon has only got one team left. He's within 8 inches. If a platoon breaks off, any or all the teams. So you can break off before all that? My goodness. Wow, man. Okay. So assaulting platoon wins if no defending team is left within 4 inches. Well, 4 inches? What the blank, dude? Okay, I'm going to assume he made a boost, he passed. Well, I'm going to break off. I'm not going to attack. All right, so what happens here? So what's breaking off? I guess I get to break off. Let's take a test or anything. Wow. Okay, so he'll be pinned down. These guys will not be pinned down because they took no hits in the assault. Well, that's another question. Do I get to assault back? Is assault simultaneous? I got defensive fire. So let me make sure I'm on here. I'm so sorry about not getting that. These other guys, I get to do assault again over here. This guy is going to move 6 inches away and be pinned down. So now I definitely want to move my second IC over there and get him riled up and moving again. Because I think pinned can't, no, he has no command, so he can't move, so I have to look that up. I'm going to take, after this turn, I think after this American turn too, I'm going to cut the video and do some reading. I think I need to do some reading and kind of follow up on things. Is assault, is it do both sides get shots or not? Okay, so I don't think. I'm going to read the assaults a little bit more. Okay, so I get to consolidate. So what does that mean? Shame. Assaults are always, very often can consolidate. So he wasn't part of it, so he can't do any of that movement. They're not pinned down because they didn't. That's what I understand. It says they're pinned down. Victor is pinned down. A victorious platoon is immediately pinned down after it consolidates unless it took no hits in the entire assault other than for defensive fire. Okay, so that's, I guess, if it had gone back and forth. But it didn't go back and forth. So, sheesh. All right, so we get to do this again. Sorry, everybody. But it's cool. I'm learning. All right, so I'm going to go see if anybody said anything. But now, I would think there's some... I would think there's something. There's something. Okay. So I guess these guys shouldn't have come up here because now the Americans are definitely going to get this. Let's go down here, see if anybody's commented. Now I won't be off the picture. Oh, yes, Red Dragon, I'm using the table. Yeah, Zinzi, I agree. Okay, so you guys get to watch again. I got 3 people watching at this crazy hour. It's not crazy hour for you, Brit. Okay, so for the Brits. All right, let's do this again, everybody. Come on, everybody, let's do it again. Assaulting platoon, target platoon. They're in command, so they can do it. Must be in command, too far away, so they're well within 8 inches. This is like a great... Everyone's within 8 inches. This guy can't go, he's a commander. I mean, he's a HMG, so he can't, but the command teams can. And that's the company commander. So he'll go here. He'll go here. He'll go here. He'll go here. I'll go here. I guess we'll just stick to it like that. And he'll go here, actually. Is there a reason I wouldn't want to put my... You go to the wall. I'll go to the wall here. So he's not within 2 inches, so he's good. And the second in command will go there, and he's within 2 inches. Okay, so that's all done. Now we get to fire defensive fire. Oh. So we're going to the book here. Who can defensive fire? So all these people can defensive fire. Opponents conduct defensive fire. Now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's all the same. These are all the valid targets. It's all the same. No one gets concealment. And so what am I looking for here? It's a normal shooting process. So let's just roll the dice. 4 pluses. Oh, shoot. All hits. All hits. Holy mackerel. So, boom, boom. Wow. Everyone has to take a hit, right? I think everyone's taking a hit. Yep. Wow. Whew, boy. 3 plus, man. Save. No, wait. 3 plus. He's out. Right. He's out. I rolled a 1. Commander saved. He didn't save. He saved. He saved. He didn't save. He didn't save. Holy crap. What happens now? Wow. Okay. From 5 hits. Oh, there's only 4 hits. If the total number of hits from defensive fire is 5 or more, the assaulting platoon is immediately pinned down. Well, hold on. Make sure, do I... Defensive fire uses normal shooting procedure, including checking what the team is about to target, rolling to hit, rolling saves, and rolling to destroy. Okay. I don't think this is bulletproof cover when you're firing right there, is it? I mean, yeah, I don't think so. Well, I saved. I only took 4 hits. Oh, defending teams. Okay. If the total number of hits for the minute is 5 or more, the assaulting platoon is immediately pinned down and must fall back. Their assault is now over. So, holy cow, dude. Well, everyone's still going to get an assault. So he's out. Holy crap, that was. I hope I'm doing this right because that was expensive. No, not everyone is. Holy crap, dude. This was not a good call there. So he's within 2. So, oh my goodness gracious. All right, well, score needed to hit. Sheesh. There's only 3 people hitting. Oh my gosh. 3 pluses. I'll just go the way they landed. So I'll just go here, here. And he didn't succeed. That was a 3. No, it was a 3 or 4. So he hit him. He would get that for sure. And he saves. No, he does not get saves because he's infantry. So he's out. He's out. Gotta fix these guys with the broken ankles. Sheesh. I think I might counterattack here. Okay, so the 2 teams that were in contact, team across the linear obstacle, so they did not. All right, so you have won the assault if. Nope. You have not won. They are not consolidating. So he does not win. Counterattacking. Okay, hold on there. So why am I testing for motivation? Okay, so now I'm going to test for motivation. Wow, this is it's kind of, yeah, there's a lot of steps here. Man, resulting from doing 1, no, test motivation. Okay, so I'm going to make a motivation test. Their motivation test is coming, so 4 pluses, so 2 people. So that'd be nice if the commander could give him some sort of, I'll just go in order it is. So he passed the motivation test. He did not. So he didn't, he did. I think I am going to fall back. Opponent makes motivation test using 1 die roll for all platoons. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. All right, so I'm going to re-roll that. It's a 5. So they pass. Okay, so he's going to move back. They're going to consolidate and move 4 inches. So what do they move? So can I get back to the building? I cannot, so... So then what happens if I did not win? So I passed, but I want to move back because I want to defend. Okay. Oh, they're pinned down. Oh. Oh. All my pinned down markers. There's one. And see, again, it's platoons, which is kind of nice too. So I consolidate. So he'll go here, he'll go here, and that's that. Okay, I'm not going to move any more than that. And move to the side there so I can get behind bulletproof cover. So see, I would think, gosh, man, I would almost think I'd be pinned, but I'm not, because I did not take any hits in the entire assault, other than so all my hits were in defensive fire. Sheesh. Okay, so that's it. Okay, well, let's see. Let's finish out the turn. So assault, air support, special rules. That's it. Okay, so that's it. That's American turn 2. It's a pretty long video here, pretty slow moving. Didn't learn the rules, but I enjoyed that. I mean, I enjoyed that. So very cool. Hey, thanks everybody who jumped on Modeling for Advantage. Watch that channel. Oh wait, hold on. What did I do wrong here? Yeah, you guys said Zenzi. This is a little tough to. So are the Germans rifle machine gun teams or machine gun teams? Rifle. They are rifle machine gun teams. Hits do not mean kills. You hit with everything, so you scored 8 hits. Oh boy. Just to make it clear, whenever you make it back to the PC, you would have fallen back from defensive fire. But I only took 4 hits. Oh, wait. Hits do not mean kills. You hit with everything. Oh. Okay, that's where I was a little confused. I think I confused that on my artillery roll or something earlier. Okay, so hold on. Hits do not mean kills. You hit with everything. So you scored 8 hits, breaking the assault. Okay. Then I still got to roll my saves, right? And so I hit with 8 hits. They broke off. And then I would still roll for saves. Okay, I'll read about that. Like I said, this is a learning game. Just make it clear when you make it. You would have fallen back from defensive fire. Okay. I think so is it the same then for artillery fire? I can't remember. I saved all the hits. No, I think what you're saying is they still would have pinned, but they still saved all the hits. So they were pinned and took no kills. So you took a hit, no kills. Okay, so then let's look at I could pretty much put everything back. If an assaulting platoon falls back from defensive fire, all teams within 2 inches Immediately move by the most direct route until they are more than 2 inches away from the enemy, facing the enemy. Okay. All right. So let's go back to that then. I can still do that. Yeah, I think one of those guys. So one of those guys was 10. Okay, so let's see if I can now if I can remember. So none of these guys. Well, hold on. Yeah, I took 4. You're right. So they have to move back 2 inches. Those guys will all move back. I mean, they have to move more than, so they're more than 2 inches away. So boom, boom, boom. Oh man, they're screwed. Can they move 6 inches to get behind the wall here? To get out of the... Until... Oh, geesh. These guys are screwed. So then these guys all hold this position. So these guys come back. Come back. Oh man, these Americans are toast because they're going to take hits. They get concealment because they're in the orchard. Yeah, I'm not gonna attack them. I'm just gonna shoot them. And they're pinned. Did I ever fire? I did. That was a long time ago. Oh, I pinned down marker. We have a lot of pinned down markers here. You can use a lot more markers in this game. So that platoon is pinned. So do they still take kills then? Do I still roll for saves for the kills? So these guys still lost those units, right, from defensive fire? Okay, now I think that's good. So this I think I did correctly though, because nothing happened over there on the far one that you guys didn't see that I didn't have the camera pointed. Okay. All right, I've been on for 2 hours. That's good enough. It is 1:10. Time for me to go bye-bye. Okay. Also, at the end of both the shooting step and assault step, you test for platoon morale if you are below 50% of your starting size. Below 50. So that German squad from the first assault would need a motivation. Okay, so let me... does the command count as the platoon size? Because there were only 2. It was a very small platoon. I mean, I know that's not a legal build, but let's say it's mid-game or something. But so from your starting size. Okay, so maybe it's hard to do. So there were 2 squads and 1 commander. He did take it. So what do I take here? Morale. So let me do that morale check here. What's interesting is I don't see that in the shooting step. Oh, if more teams destroyed than still fighting, and had teams destroyed or revealed out, pass a motivation test will be destroyed. Well, okay, let me ask you. So I'm doing a motivation test, and my commander is one of the people destroyed. Does that matter? The company command is... All right, so that's what a second in command can do. All right, motivation test for that guy over there. He's confident. 4+, he passed. And how about this guy? So this guy lost, yeah, he lost 4. That platoon was made up of 1, 2, 3. One made up of the accompaniment. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I lost 4. If more teams destroyed than still fighting, so no. So he doesn't have to take it. But again, let me ask you, Zinzi, while you're here, before I shut down here. These guys still take the kills, right? After I fall back, I still roll for saves? Or does the whole unit get to stay there? Okay, so Zinzi, the American squad that failed to assault, he lost 4 out of 10. No, 4 out of 8. So it's not below 50% of the starting size. And probably the American squad. Okay, the commander, if the platoon, yes. First I see, second I see now. Okay, have you done your hedges, Todd? It's just a row of clump places by hand. Yep, they died from defensive fire. Dang, dude. All right, so okay, so that's it. I'm gonna pause it. Zinzi, thank you so much for your help. Modeling for Advantage, thanks for jumping on. Original Grognard, Gun Barrel. Again, Zinzi, real quick, you may have answered this earlier, but do you have any videos so people can go check them out? If you do, let us know. So right now we stand at turn 2. The Americans airborne. I mean, this is the American airborne. I mean, there's only 2 platoons. I mean, we're testing out open fire box set. This is essentially worn down. These Germans now are going to fire on these guys. They are concealed because they're in the hedge. They do have this mortar platoon, but they're not doing jack crap. And they're going to move. And they'll be the only people moving here. And then over here, whoa, up and a whoa, whoa, everyone calm down. I'll talk about the hedge here in just a minute. Dang, dude. How long have you been operating the camera? These Americans are doing good. They cleared out this platoon. He broke off and thing, but he did pass his motivation test. So these guys consolidated up to here. They'll start taking mortar fire next turn. Dug in. Does dug in count 360? I'm going to assume it does. So I need to read. Okay, so yeah, so when I was playing 6 mil, I made these hedges with popsicle sticks and so I can get some. Actually, I'll turn up the light here. Hold on. Yeah, some good lighting right there. That's high quality stuff. So it's on popsicle sticks. It's just clump foliage from Woodland Scenics glued on there. So these really count really good hedges, but I use them as bocage as well. Yeah, so this stuff is just that lichen that you buy. And I just widen them up there because I don't have enough of this stuff to cover a full 6x4 table. So it's just lichen. I clump up here. Now this makes great bocage, but it's just hedges here. But you know, if the only thing is hedges, you could see them. So like you would be able to see them. So I kind of figure I'm not totally counting line of sight. I did earlier, but shouldn't. So I really need to make more hedges. And this really works as bocage, frankly, quite good. I should probably make some bocage, you know, with the mounds and all that stuff, but I got other stuff I got to do first, like get these models painted. So that's that. Any other questions? These are Fat Frank Rhodes. This is just Snuggie Matte or whatever from Joanne Fabrics here in America. JR Mini, and now defunct company, made. No, I got this house from Tim. It was just a house he wasn't using, I think. Or I bought from him or something. JR Mini creek. I need a bigger creek, a wider creek for the 15 mil. This was for 6 mil. It works perfect for that. That's a carpet that has been cut into fields. Need to buy another one to get more fields. Battlefront building, chateau way the heck over there. That's a battlefront building. These trees are just varieties. Like I got those from China, I think, and these are woodland scenic. In the foreground, probably my favorite foreground thing, these gates and fences. Could use another set of those. I need 15 mil or taller um, um, bridges. Nope. I do need bridges. I do need 15 mil bridges, but I also could use some taller walls. Anything else before we sign off here? Yep, Diggins 360. You're not a content creator. Okay, thanks, Enzo. Thanks for the train and the cloth. Yeah, it's a Snuggie fabric or something, but it's really thin. Kind of like a fleece or something, but I thought they called it Snuggie or something. Yeah, it's a light fleece. It's very thin. Furnace filter with flocking over it for, yeah, that works for hedges. Great. Well, thanks for the, yeah, I honestly, I'm really happy with this board. I think it looks really cool. And so I don't normally do this, but there are hills under here. It's not great. I have some blue foam over there. I need to cut into hills because these hills are kind of molded. I don't have one out here. So it's not an even surface. So this house is sinking. It's hard to put troops on there. You really need to be like stair stepped. Because like there's a gap here, right? So there's like this little ravine, which is true in real life, but it makes it really hard to. Like I used a robot mini, and they were sliding off the hills and stuff. So not perfect, but it works for now. But I do like them underneath it. It is cool. It's natural, but the steps is also cool. I don't really know. Well, I did actually see an advantage of hills over. You just use a true line of sight on things. Okay, hey everybody, thanks so much. It's great having you guys on here to chat with while I'm playing. Cindy, it would be nice, I guess, if we can get you on here live. You can help me talk through it, but I don't know how fun that is for people really next time. But who do I got watching? So 4 people watching. So, Hellcar 26, great channel. Go check him out. You're the one that said furnace filter. I didn't even see your name when you said that. Another great channel. Hellcar 26. He does Musty Wargamer weekly show. Check him out. They do a week. Well, I don't know if it's always weekly. It's pretty regular, just chatting. And he does tons of videos. BattleTech. He does everything. His buddy does everything. So check those out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I think next time I will. Well, I'm going to probably finish this out next time. I may not film it. And then I'll get some tanks on the table. We'll try some other stuff. So, guys, thanks everybody. We'll talk to you, and go check out each other's channels if you got videos on there. So, thanks all. See ya.